Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining for this Wednesday evening stream. I got the itch to play some more Tokyo Xanadu, and I saw based on the Twitter account that most of y'all wanted to see me continue my playthrough of Tokyo Xanadu as well. So we'll do that. But for those of you that wanted to see some Cold Steel 1 New Game Plus and Cold Steel 3, some more Cold Steel 3 dungeons, have no fear, I'll definitely be doing that very soon. If not this weekend, maybe even Friday night. So I'm going to give just a little more time for a couple people to tune in before I start. So give me just a couple moments. All right, we're about to get started here. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Hey, goodness, it's Wednesday. Just 2 more to go. Sorry if you guys hear the dryer behind me. It's kind of loud. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Alright, so we're resuming where we, from where we left off last time. I think we were right before a boss. Oh, well, this time she looks like she's ready to pop him. Dodge that. Hey Zane, yeah, this turned out to be pretty cool. It's not as deep as Trails, but so far, so good. I haven't really played very much of it yet, though. Yeah, Zane, that's the key I'm learning here real quickly, but it's sometimes it's hard for me to really know exactly the right split second where I need to hit the button. It's hard to tell for me. That tends to be why I typically prefer turn-based and not really get the super fast reaction time kind of stuff. So bear with me on that one. There's an invincible frame when you dodge at the right time, just like the DMC series. So Zane, yeah, I'm DMC. I'm not familiar with that series. See, I'm not Zane. Just letting you know, I'm not actually much of a. Okay, yeah. So I'm not much of an action RPG kind of guy. This is pretty much my first action RPG in a very, very long time. I am mainly a pure turn-based RPG player. So this is me kind of going out of my comfort zone here. And the main reason why I'm trying it is because it's a Falcom game, and I've heard really good things about this game. It's got a little bit of Trails in it, and honestly has a little bit of the Persona feel to it. The only difference being the combat style. So I'm doing my best. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I got a little bit of a cough. This cold is just not wanting to go away. Sorry about that. There is one action RPG that I liked a lot, and it was very similar to turn-based as well. It's called Star Ocean Till the End of Time. I loved that game so much. The story behind it, the characters, I loved it. Not nearly. I mean, I love Trails more than anything, but that was a really cool game. I liked it a lot. That's pretty much the extent of my action RPG combat. Yeah, I loved it. The sequels to it, you know, Star Ocean 4, Star Ocean 5, I just didn't really get into near as much as I got into Star Ocean 3, or Till the End of Time. Wow, what a bitch. Sorry, but she's acting real, like, real stuck up, isn't she, huh? Usually typical anime style, it's only for the first few chapters, so then she'll follow. I mean, it could be like Elisa, right? Tokyo Xanadu version of Elisa. I suspect you're right. And Super, I'm glad you're able to join, man. I hate to do it, do another couple hours of the game and you miss out and then you have to catch up. So I hope you enjoy while you're working on whatever you're working on. So on Friday, I'm probably going to have to do some trail stuff, but I won't do, like, my whole streaming session on Friday won't be all trails. I'll actually do some Tokyo Xanadu as well. But it's been a few streaming sessions and I haven't done any trail stuff, so I gotta at least get some in. Trails is a lot more known than Tokyo Xanadu, but fear not, I'll be able to definitely do some, and I'll be able to stay up pretty late on Friday night, so we'll have a lot of time to do stuff. So look forward to it. Hey, Friday night isn't that far away. I only got one night between tonight and that night, so yeah. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. So we're playing Trails of Tokyo right now. For those of y'all that just joined the stream, this is a Falcom game, but it's not Trails. It's Tokyo Xanadu, and it supposedly draws a lot from the Trails series and the East series, which is Falcom's two main franchises. East being more of an action RPG franchise and focusing on the combat, whereas Trails is a turn-based RPG franchise, and it's more focused on the story and the overarching development of it. Yeah, I think Zane's right. Typical tsundere. We'll see how it turns out, though. Sora, huh? Okay. Zane, have you played through this whole game? So do you know all of the... I guess the choice... It sounds like this is another harem kind of game. So do you know all the choices? Yeah, Zane, trust me, man. I was really skeptical. The main reason why I decided to pick this game up, Tokyo Xanadu, was because it was on sale for $12 on Steam, and normally it's like a $50 game. And I'm like, well, it's a Falcom game, and I've heard that it does have some, some aspects of Trails to it. And of course, Falcom being Falcom, the OST, a lot of the OST is amazing. So I figured I'd give it a shot, and it's turned out to be pretty cool. The combat's taking me some getting used to, that's for sure, absolutely. But I do like the story so far, and it's a nice change of pace a little bit. Been doing a lot of Trails lately.
別に変わったことなんて特になかったと思うわよ。そもそも最近
は。なんだって。
なんでもないわよ。だいたいなんで私こんなことを聞かれてるわけ？
いえ、ちょっと個人的に気になることがあってありがとう。心当たりがないならそれ
わけわかんない。帰国子女って変わってるわ
I'm
ね。
trying to figure out, is Asuka actually foreign? Or is she Japanese, but she just lived abroad for a very long time and then just returned? I didn't quite catch that part of her story.
ねえ時坂、あの後空はどうしてた？
ああ、相当へこんでた。朝は一人で鍛錬に打ち込んでた。多分じっとしてられねえんだろ。お前とのことでな。
そう。
部外者が立ち入るのもどうかとは思うが、2年のお前がもう少し広い心で受け入れてやることはできねえのか？
あんたに私の気持ちはわからないわよ。武術に真剣に打ち込んできた人間にしか。
あ、おい、言っちまったか。
彼女やっぱり異界と関わりがあるわね。
わかるのか？
ええ、サーチアプリが強い数値を弾き出しているわ。おそらく彼女自身すら気づ。それにさっきの時坂君とのやりとりで元凶にも察しがついてきた。
そうか。そっちの方は正直まあいい。だったらすぐにでも追いかけて。
続きは放課後ね。
仕方ねえ。また声をかけるとすっか。
時坂君。
空、寺田先輩も。
よかった。まだ帰ってなかったのね。千秋どこに行ったか知らない？
相沢のやつ。
それが昼休みが終わってすぐ早退したみたいなの。
Uh-oh.
しかも顧問の先生にいきなり退部届を出した上で。さすがに寝耳に水だったから事情聞こうと思ったんだけど、家にも帰ってないらしくてサイフォンも切ってるみたいで。行方がわからないんですか？
私もさっき聞いたばかりで。千秋先輩。
空。
まったくもう、あの子ったらどこをほっつき歩いてるんだか。とにかくもし見かけたら教えてちょうだい。まずいわね。今の相沢さんを一人にするのは危険だわ。
どういうことだ？
人間の持つ負の感情、怒り、妬み、そねみ、恨み、そんな想念にグリードが引き寄せられるケースがあるわ。
So, whenever a character feels pissed off or jealous or hate towards somebody, this is what causes these eclipses to appear. That's what seems to be going on here.
そして 目をつけた者の感情の揺らぎに共鳴して異界化を引き起こし、まるで神隠しのように異界に引きずり込んでしまう。本人を、もしくは居合わせた人間を。
それはじゃあ昨日起きた異界化は相沢が原因だったってことか。
可能性は高いでしょう。このままじゃ彼女自身が異界に取り込まれるのも時間の問題よ。
だったら急ぐぞ。きっとまだ町のどこかにいるはずだ。
ええ、探してみましょう。なんとか日没までに見つけないと。
Hey, lock on. Thanks for watching, man. Hope everything's going well for you on this Wednesday evening. Hey guys, thanks for joining. And thanks for watching. I am keeping my eye on the chat, so feel free to ask any questions or anything. I'm relatively a newbie to action RPG kind of games, so this is me kind of just venturing outside of the normal games that I typically play. However, it's got some Trails-esque feel to it because it's a Falcom game still, so I figured I'd give it a try. And so far, I'm liking the story, and I'm interested to see where it goes. All you gotta do is use your cell phone, and you can upgrade your soul device in some other dimension. Sounds legit. What about when I upgrade my phone, you know, every 2 years or so? Hope those upgrades carry over, right? Range, power, flying. You can revisit previously cleared dungeons by selecting Eclipse. That's pretty cool. From the spot selection. Wait, first I gotta leave probably this spot here. Hey, Lock-On. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the full series as much as I did. It was one heck of a trip. And I just couldn't wait for the English localization myself. That's why I decided to import it. And I figured, hey, why not stream it with Kitsune's subtitle spreadsheet displayed. So that's how that came about. That's pretty cool. So now we can do any eclipse. So if we feel like we sucked it up in an eclipse, we can go back and rerun it. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go move my car.
どうすっかな。どうすっかな。さてと。どうすっかな。さてと。
Alright, guys. I had to grab myself a beverage while I was at it. Alright, so. Thank God number 2 and 3 come same year. Hope CS4 early next year. Man, Zane, I don't know. I hope so too. That'd be pretty freaking cool, but unless they've already been working on it at the same time, I think it's unlikely. But it would be pretty damn cool. I hope so. I hope so. You're waiting for them to come to PS4. Well, CS3 is coming on PS4. However, unfortunately, not going to be on PC, at least for the foreseeable future. Hopefully it won't take too long for PC. As a streamer, I just prefer games to be on PC. And I like the idea of not having to buy a game again due to a next generation console coming out. CS2 coming out next week. Yes, I saw that. So next week, you have CS2 on the PS4 for all you guys that counting on them consoles. CS2 is a really good game too. I love Trails. I love every Trails game. I really do. It's hard for me to hate on any Trails game. The build-up games are there for a reason. Sure, it's slow to get going, but without those build-up games, you wouldn't have these payoff games, you know, the later part of each arc. That would make it feel so epic. Friday, you're going to play the network test for Code Vein. I haven't heard of that game before. I'm not sure what Code Vein is. Zane, you like your first Trails game was CS2? What was your first Trails game? Okay, all right. Yeah, CS1 was also mine. It was my first Trails game, and it inspired me to, along with the first part of CS2, inspired me to go back and watch some story playthroughs of the previous arcs, and I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I watched the previous arcs because it made CS3 and 4 so good. CS3 and 4 were so amazing because I had watched those two arcs. I can't recommend enough that those of you guys who are looking forward to CS3 and CS4, you will love it so much more if you go back and at least watch a story walkthrough of Trails in the Sky, FC, SC, and TC, and then Zero no Kiseki and Ao no Kiseki, or also known as Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure. Especially those last two. Those two are so important to the story. You platinum the first CS1, going to do the same? Alright, nice man. Damn, hardcore, alright. Right now you're at the stage where you go on a field trip with Waifu Laura. Hey man, Waifu Laura, that's... We're on the same page there. And Fee's pretty good too. Fee's pretty good too. I really like Fee's, some of Fee's events in Cold Steel 4. Let's just say that. One thing I really wish that Laura had that Sarah and Fee have is a battle, an actual battle during one of their personal events with the MC in CS4. Your wife is alright? Respect, man. Emma is her story is so freaking deep and so intriguing. Freaking Roselia, man. Oh, that's Emma right there? I'm sorry, my screen is so small. So I couldn't tell exactly. That's awesome. All right. Cool, man. Respect. It's you know, it's hard for me to like hit on any choice, really. I mean, I have my preferences, but there's so many. It's a good selection. Good choices. There's no total like, oh, that's horrible, you know. I don't know, man. I don't trust Vita. I don't trust Vita a damn bit. I think she's you know, how she was in CS2. I'm kind of like, man. After seeing how she is in CS2, I don't trust her one bit. We'll have to see how what she does in the next arc, Or maybe in Trails the 5th. Trails of Cold Steel the 5th. I'm hoping it's Trails of Cold Steel 5th. That would be... I would love it. Some people, you know, just don't like Cold Steel. I love it. I like playing Cold Steel. I love Trails in the Sky. Don't get me wrong. I love Trails in the Sky. I love the Crossbell arc. I like Lloyd Bannings and the SSS so much. I was glued. I was addicted to watching those videos of Pap Dingo's playthrough. But I like Cold Steel too. I like them all. I had so much fun. The Trails in the Sky the 3rd, watching Kevin Graham and Reese kick some ass. Just watching those two excited me. So many characters in the Trails arc. I can't pick my favorite. So like there's been these posts on Facebook and on Reddit, and you got these guys that are like, pick your top 5, you know, pick your 5 characters from the Trails arc, right? And I'm like, man, 5 just ain't enough. It's just not enough. I'll start naming some names, and I'm like, oh shit, I only get 5? Or 10 even. Even 10's not enough. Hey Jagoon, welcome back, man. Thanks for joining. And Lloyd is a very awesome So, I'm not sure if I already told you, or if you heard, but I played through the Trails arc backwards, pretty much backwards. So I played Cold Steel 1, then I played Cold Steel 2 up until I got to the Divertissement, where I took control of Lloyd. And I was like, and I had heard that Lloyd was the main protagonist in one of the 2 previous arcs, and I was like, you know what? I should probably stop right here and watch somebody play through, or watch a story walkthrough, which is what I ended up doing, of the whole Crossbell arc. So I watched the Crossbell arc after I had played through up to that point in CS2. And I was skeptical about it. I was really reluctant to do it because I wanted to just finish the game. And I was so happy I did, because I got attached to Lloyd and the other 3 original SSS members. It was so cool seeing that tight-knit group grow. All the characters grow. Ellie not so much, but everybody else grew. Randy's story was so deep. Tio's story was incredible. Ellie had some story development, but I felt she was. If I had to pick someone that didn't have as much development as I would have thought, it would be her. But even so, even with Ellie, like they all, I love seeing their interactions, seeing them grow throughout that. And then in Owl, when Noel and Wasey joined, that was pretty cool too. Lock On Risha is my favorite. She is my favorite Crossbell character of the whole. I like her character so much for many reasons. I can't wait to see where Risha goes in the Calvert arc. All right, so let me read. Let me see if I missed any comments, guys. Hey, thanks for participating in the chat, guys. Let's see, you did Nightmare mode on your 4 playthrough. Wow, dude, you played 4 on Nightmare. Props to you, man, because that gets tough, especially with, you know, in Japanese. It was hard for me to learn all the different items in Japanese characters in kanji. The kanji throws me for a loop. I can read katakana and I could read hiragana, no problem. But kanji, there's just so many kanji out there. It's hard to tell sometimes. I got to know a few basic kanji, but that's about it. Emma, Elisa, and Laura are wife material. Unfortunately, we must choose one of them. Well, if you watch my bonding event playlist, you get to see them all. But yeah, I see what you're saying, though. Yeah, you only get to choose one for your playthrough, of course. Let's see. Cold Steel in an anime would be cool. You're not into all Altina's character is very interesting. Her development, her and William's development is a very interesting story. How they both came to be. I'd like to learn more about, what's it called? Homunculus or whatever? They're not quite humans. They're like like some created like form or something that seems to have supernatural, power. Let's see. Kanji didn't really bother me, but CS4 is so tiny in the item description. See, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yumi both kanjis quite hard unless they have hiragana on top of them. No, yeah, the furigana. Yeah. So I took 1 semester of college Japanese, and it was I learned a whole bunch. It was so much better than I had like Duolingo on my phone, and I was doing that for a few months, and then I said, you know what the hell? Why don't I go take a college course after work, and I'll go there twice a week. And I took the first Japanese course, Elementary Japanese 1, at one of my universities here on my way home from work, and I learned so much more Japanese by actually taking a class in person, because with an app, sure, you can learn all the vocab, and get pretty good, and it helped me out. Doing the Duolingo for a few months before I took the class did help me out in the class. But when I was in the class, I was actually able to learn how to handwrite these characters from memory without having a keyboard in front of me. And I was able to speak to my classmates with my own voice in face-to-face, which you can't really do over an app very well. Now, I mean, I'm sure there are some programs out there that you can pay for, where you can, speak to people across the world in different languages. But that class was awesome. It was challenging, don't get me wrong. It was hard. If you're not going to put the effort in it, don't bother. But it was really rewarding, and I learned a lot. And now I've got to make sure I keep practicing, so I don't forget it all and it all goes for nothing, right? All right, so what do you think the next arc, Calvert arc, will be like? If we look at Sky, Zero and Al, and Cold Steel, let's see. Sky's protag is a bracer. Zero and Alice is a police officer or a detective, and Cold Steels is a military academy student / actually he actually worked as part of the army as well during the Civil War. Calvert. So I think how in the Crossbell arc, how they kind of really foreshadowed Erebonia very heavily. Even in the Sky arc, you had Erebonia. Like, there was just so much Erebonia stuff going on. But in Crossbell, they even talked about the arc, right? They talked about the some academy. They mentioned the academy in Erebonia. I don't know if they said Thor's, but I think they said there's an academy in Erebonia, right? And now in the Cold Steel arc, you notice how they're mentioning the whole the Rocksmith, what's it called? The Rocksmith agency that Kilika's part of. Remember how Rocksmith recruited her from the Bracer Guild in Zeiss? Actually, I spoke about that in Lady Virgilia's lore video. I actually narrated that part of her video, where I mentioned how Rocksmith offered her a position with the Rocksmith agency. So I think it'd be pretty sweet if it was something to do with Rocksmith agency. Kilika and Risha are 2 of my favorite characters from the Crossbell arc, and I'm all about that. Hope they do French traduction for CS4. Oh, subtitle at least. Okay. I actually took, believe it or not, French in my in high school. It's actually how that's the 4 language I took in high school. I wish I took Japanese, but I ended up taking French. But I didn't do very well at it. I did better Japanese than I did at French, ironically enough. Jaeger Academy. So a Jaeger based would be pretty interesting too. But I still think it's going to be Calvert, and I think there's going to be something to do with the Rocksmith agency, or maybe even the agency that kind of like succeeds the Rocksmith agency, because supposedly Calvert's supposed to get a new president shortly, because it's the end of Rocksmith's term. How about something a Taito Dojo? Oh yeah, Dragoon. Yes, I like it. I like it. I want to see the continuation of Kilika, Zin, and those two together. I want to see their relationship, and I want to see Walter. I want to see Walter and how they deal with him. I want to see that so bad. I would be so pumped to see something. You just show me Walter, and I'll be like, oh shit, there he is, you know? Or even Zin. We haven't seen Zin since Trails in the Sky, right? So if I saw Zin in 3D, and I'm like, oh my god, there he is, you know? It'd be so exciting. I'd be pumped. But if I had to put my money on it, I think it's going to be a Rocksmith Agency or a successor to the Rocksmith Agency based thing, because they're kind of foreshadowing that, kind of like they did with the Academy in Erebonia back in the Crossbell arc. That's my guess. I could be totally off. Hell, they could even do a totally different country, right? It could be any country, but I just feel like Calvard's been pushed so much lately. So, Zane, you got Jaeger Academy, all right. Which Jaeger Academy, which country is this Jaeger Academy based out of? Do you think it's also based out of Calvard? Or maybe Northumbria? Which country do you think this is going to be set in, the next arc? Meanwhile, while you reply, I'm going to look at my guide and continue my playthrough. I got so caught up in our conversation, guys. Thanks for participating in the chat. Bonus event, you speak to June Shuri route at the Soba Shop. Okay, let's go speak to them at the Soba Shop. Flying airship, alright. I like how they're all doing their normal anime assumptions, right? The 1/3 half of Northumbria controlled by the Septian Church would be a nice setting for a Cold Steel the 5th, or just Northumbria. So that's true. Actually, I didn't think I forgot about that till you said that. Bernie, thank you very much for participating in chat. Yeah, the Septian Church actually took over the spot where the whole, I think it's where the Salt Pail incident originated from in Northumbria, which I believe is the northern part. Excuse me, guys. So that's definitely, I would like to see Northumbria. Don't get me wrong, I want to see Northumbria in 3D before Trails ends. See how things go from there. You know, from right now the country just seems like kind of a shambling ruins at this point with Jaegers and stuff. Especially since that's where Sarah's from, and Sarah is a very important character to me as well. You think Trails would introduce more characters from that other world Big Burn talks about? Super! You have just hit the nail on the head with something that has piqued my interest so much, especially since I saw what McBurn did near the end of Cold Steel 4, when he regained his memories. I want to learn so much about, and it's called, quote-unquote, The Outside, which is the world outside of the continent of Zemuria. I want to learn more about Zemuria. And the closest we get to that is Phantasmagoria, right? Where Kevin and Reese and all of the Trails in the Sky cast are in some other dimension outside of Zemuria. And that's part of the reason why I kind of liked Trails in the Sky 3rd so much. It was really cool. Hopefully we get to see more of that. I really hope we do. So not sure about the country though, but most likely there's a school which is seemingly normal at first glance, but at night they're doing special Jaeger training or something. Okay. Alright. Alright. We'll see if that happens. That'd be pretty interesting. Didn't the game concluded with CS4? So lock on. With Cold Steel 4, the game did... The arc came to, I'd say, a satisfactory, a pretty good resolution. However, there were some character arcs that were not quite fully polished. How about that? That's the best way I can put it without totally spoiling it. Like, they set it up for the next arc, obviously. There's a secret cutscene at the end if you reload after the true ending that you get to see that really sets up, it pretty much sets up the next arc. But there's also the characters from Erebonia that didn't quite get wrapped up. That's why I think if there's a Trails of Cold Steel the 5th, I think it would be set in Erebonia, unless it's kind of another Phantasmagoria kind of deal. Either way, though, I think it's going to help resolve a lot of the characters that didn't quite... There are so many characters in Cold Steel, right? There are so many. So it's very hard to polish off every single character in a game like that. Even though it's a long game, it's still not enough to polish off that many characters. One Dragoon. And also, the Orbment they're going to use... Sky got a pocket watch. Zero and Al got an old model phone-like thing. Cold Steel 1 and 2 got a slightly advanced phone thing. While Cold Steel 3 and 4 got some high-tech phone thing. So Cavalry will be a smartphone. Perhaps. Dragoon, if you watch Trails of Cold Steel 3, my subtitled playthrough of Trails of Cold Steel 3, which, by the way, I have it linked in my description below this stream right now. Check that out. Fully English subtitled, full playthrough. They actually run into some Calvardian spies that are using this new orbment system called... Oh, what was it called? Oh, man. Oh, what was it called? Gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. You know how... when you cast arts, it's like Artsu Kudo when somebody starts casting an arts. When one of these Calvardian spies would start casting an arts, they would say something else. It was a Greek letter, and I can't remember what it was. I greatly appreciate anybody who could recall what type of and it was from the the company that's based in Calvert, the Rhineford equivalent, or Zeiss equivalent in Calvert is called something as well, and they developed it. Vern, that's it. The Vern Company. That's right, Bernie. The Vern Company developed this new orbment that's supposedly better than the Arcus 2. And for the life of me, in Cold Steel 3, I can't remember what the name of it is, and the Calvardian spies were using it. Oh, I can't believe I can't remember what it is. Bernie, the Oriole is the only one captured by Ouroboros. As far as I know, that is correct. I don't remember them capturing anything in the Crossbell arc, and in the Cold Steel arc, I don't believe so either. Not that I can recall. Probably something important on endgame plan of Grandmaster. So that Grandmaster, man, Bernie, when I saw that scene after I was finishing my stream, that 6.5 minutes scene that happens at the very end of my Cold Steel 4 English subtitle playlist, I watched that scene over and over. I probably watched that scene like 10 or 20 times. And I kept looking at the Grandmaster when she appeared, and I tried so hard to look at every character I've ever seen. That's one of the biggest mysteries to me. I looked at every character that I'd ever seen while playing through the Trails series. And I came up with a couple of characters that I think that she could possibly be. Because Koji Kondo, the president of Falcom, has said, we have, the main party has met and interacted with the Grandmaster before. They just don't know it. They don't know that she's really the Grandmaster, right? I think that's one of the coolest things about Trails, too. Like, who is she? Who is the Grandmaster? She's somewhere among us, you know, that kind of thing. If they still continue that series, I'm in. Wait, for real? They said new orbits in Cold Steel 4. Yeah, one Dragoon in Cold Steel 4, yes. The Verne Company provided the Calvardian spies who were in that dungeon below. What's the name of it? Heimdall, below Heimdall, while that Reen and company intercepted, and Lecter and a couple other people outside of Class 7 intercepted, and they were using some weird thing that let them kind of stealth around. Like, it gave them stealth ability. They were able to stealth around invisible, which Arcus 2s obviously can't let you do, right? Alright, Grandmaster, if they're going to face her directly someday, I'd like to see how she fares with Cassius and Ein in the same party. Cassius, definitely. But, you know, Cassius is definitely one hell of a badass, right? But damn, does he know a lot, doesn't he? When I watch his character throughout in Trails in the Sky, and I watch his character in Cold Steel 4, and I'm like, man, this dude knows so much. He is so smart. Is he really all good? Is he too good of a person to be all good, right? Like, if I were to say I'm Falcon, all right, and I'm like, I'm gonna pick one person to be, he's gonna look totally pure on the outside. He's gonna look like the most faithful. That's the wrong word. Like, the most good person, good-spirited person ever, and I'm gonna make them one of the bad guys, right? And we're gonna surprise the player by saying, "Oh, this guy's really, you know, that kind of thing." Like, I can see him being a candidate for that kind of treatment. Hopefully, Falcon doesn't do that though, because Cassius is a badass. Betting Celeste d'Osles as as Grandmaster. That was not one of my candidates. Interesting theory though. Interesting theory. So my leading contenders, if I had to pick for Grandmaster, are based on a couple things. One, freaking Beryl. Beryl is so freaking fishy. Starting with Cold Steel 3. No, even before that a little bit, but I didn't really pick up on it until Cold Steel 3, and how she just kind of shows up and disappears as she wants to. And also the way she talks, kind of. So Beryl is like, when she talks to the party, she's like, "I'm only an observer, right? I just read my crystal ball, you know. I just tell them how it is. I'm only an observer." And in the freaking last cutscene, after the true ending in Cold Steel 4, the Grandmaster says the same fucking thing. And I was like, whoa. That sets off, you know, red alerts in my head at least. I don't know. I could be way off, but I think that's pretty damn fishy, man. That's why she's my top contender for Grandmaster. You see a little bit of that innocent guy antagonist in this current playthrough right now. Super. You talking about Ryuta? It's very possible. You know, it could pull an Akechi or an Adachi. Another one that I thought was a contender is Diana. Oh, there's two more. Diana and Aura. So Diana, she is over in that city in the west that you visit in CS3 and CS4. Oh, what's it called? What's the city that Diana's in? Gosh, guys, I'm tripping here. Sorry, I'm forgetting these city names. But Diana, she has her own store in this small town that you visit, and she, even one of the party members is like, wow, she seems to know so much. Like, she's almost like she's got some omniscience about her, you know, and that makes that, and she kind of looks a lot like the GM kind of as well. And then Aura is Vander's mom. It's Kurt's mom. She looks so similar. She's the one that looks the most like the Grandmaster in the final cutscene at the end of Trails of Cold Steel 4, after the credits and everything. The green-haired kid sharing a VA with Camp. Oh, so the guy right here this guy right here sitting at the table here. All right. Lock on Campanella. That's one. That name's been thrown about too. But I'm not sure if an enforcer number 0 would also be the Grandmaster, right? I don't know. That doesn't make that messes with my OCD too much. I don't think. I definitely think Campanella's got some shit going on. I think I think Campanella has some. Is very important, extremely important, and knows a lot. But I don't think he's the Grandmaster. I can't give you a objective reason why. It's a hunch. Call it a hunch. If Kurt's mom is a GM, I swear to God, I'll scream. She's pretty cute. But you know, the GM in that final cutscene, she looks cute too. So like, she looks so much like her, doesn't she? I even took a screenshot. Nah. I was thinking about posting that in my Twitter, but that would be so spoilery. I don't want anybody that hasn't watched my playthrough of a side-by-side of the GM from the final cutscene, and then the same kind of angle of Aura, which is Vander's mom, side-by-side in one frame. And how similar they look. They look so similar. Oh, goodness, Bernie. Alright. Anyway, yeah, I got carried away there on some Trails talk. I love talking Trails with you guys, man. Yeah, feel free to keep talking, and I love hearing you guys' thoughts and opinions on the Trails and where it's going to go in the future. And it also helps me realize some things maybe I didn't quite catch when I played through it myself. Just because her hair color is blue. Okay, I'm voting for Claire's mom. Her hair color is blue. Whose hair color is blue? Aura's hair color is blue? It's kind of like a really bright blue. Grandmaster's hair. You're making me want to stream it. You're making me want to stream. You're making me want to just stream that whole cutscene. Yeah, just to chat about it. Man. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I gotta see this again. I gotta refresh my memory. It's been a while since I watched this this cutscene. I love talking Trails, guys. Let's see. Bonus cutscene. Okay. For those of you who are sensitive to spoilers, I'm about to show an image of the Grandmaster as she appears in Cold Steel 4. It's an image of the Grandmaster as she appears at the very, very, very end of Cold Steel 4. If that is sensitive to you, if you're free to look away, I'm not going to show it for very long. I'm only going to show it for like a minute or two as we talk about it. Okay? Properties. All right. There she is. All right. So she's got light blue hair. I didn't even think of that. I thought it was white. I forgot that there's a little bit of a blue tint to it. Ara, I think, has white hair. Fina, huh? Not sure who Fina is. Kiseki crossover. Bernie, if if there is some yeast, if Falcom decided to pull like a fast one like that, and they were like, surprise MFers, we're bringing all the worlds together, all of our franchises together, as part of the Trails thing, you bet your ass I would be playing some Ys. I'm not much of an action RPGer, but I'd freaking do it because I want to know the whole story. I want to see everything interact and come together. It'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty cool. The only thing that'd be a drag is having to do a whole bunch of action RPG stuff, but I'd still do it. The story is worth it. The story is worth it. I'm all about that story. Lloyd, Reen, Estelle, Adol. So Adol, yeah, I read that the character named Adol is the one who seems to be the protag in Ys games. It'd be pretty interesting. And then also I keep hearing about Nayuta as well, from Nayuta no Kiseki. I don't know very much about that game, but I heard that he's also a very important protag as well. So yeah, I think she looks. I think this Grandmaster. I think she looks like. She looks like Miss Vander. Seriously, she looks like Miss Vander. But she acts like Beryl. How about that? Hey Brandon, I'm doing fine, man. Thanks for asking. I'm just chilling and enjoying my Wednesday evening, and I'm happy there's only 2 days left in the week. Looking forward to the weekend, man. Hope you're doing well, too. Anyway, okay, I'll go ahead and take her off the screen. That's long enough. Glad to hear it, man. So, Brandon, I was playing some Tokyo Xanadu. I've been playing Tokyo Xanadu, or at least trying to, but what ends up happening is this chat, we keep talking about trail stuff, and so we totally get sidetracked. We've been totally getting sidetracked just talking about all this trail stuff, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. All right. Oh, so Asuka apparently stayed in the States. That's where she stayed abroad, so she was actually in America. Whoa! Dude, the localization team, I'm giving you guys props. This is funny. Some of the stuff you guys, your localization team put into this game. I've gotten quite a chuckle out of some of these lines. Go to the alleyway where Sora and Chiaki were earlier and speak to Mai. She just disappeared somewhere. I wonder where she went. Now, where is the Trails of Cold Steel 3 English version coming out in fall? So everyone's talking about it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm gonna be I'll be streaming it day one. I'll be requesting time off work. I just hope it's not. So I have a planned vacation during the third week of September. So I'm hoping it's not during that third week of September, because then the game will come out and I'll be out of the country. I'm gonna be out of the country during that week. So I'm hoping it's not during that week. Let's see. Hey, you think they're going to put those joke line in every empty chest in their next Cold Steel 3 localization? If so, oh yeah. Dragoon, I heard about the whole in Trails in the Sky, how they had those joke lines. Those are priceless. Yeah, they're pretty funny. I didn't play through it myself, so I didn't actually see the chest myself, but I have seen some screenshots of some of them, and they appear to be pretty cool. I do plan on playing through the games, my own playthrough myself. See, I watched a walkthrough, a story walkthrough. I didn't actually play through the first two arcs myself, but I did see every single bit of story and side quest that there is. So I've still connected fully with the characters, but I didn't actually play through and experience the combat and stuff like that and the dungeons. But I do plan on doing a playthrough myself once I have the time. There's just so much stuff to do, you know. Yeah. Well, y'all grab yourselves a snack, a beverage, or if you're of age, an adult beverage, and feel free to sit down and chat. I'll probably be streaming for the next, if I had to guess, next hour and a half or so at least. Yeah, play some Tokyo Xanadu and talk all things Falcom. I'm down for chatting about anything Falcom. Trails, Tokyo Xanadu, and even if you really want to, although I know nothing about Ys, you can talk about Ys if you want to, but I haven't played a Ys game before, so I wouldn't be able to offer very much input there. But I've seen some really people talk very highly of Ys 8, and it looks interesting from the screenshots and a little bit of the gameplay I've seen, not very much. But Tokyo Xanadu I seem to really like because it has a little bit of both. It incorporates a little bit of both of their major franchises together. So I'll definitely be focusing on Tokyo Xanadu first before I even dip my toes into any Ys stuff. Damn, Asuka is just straight up, isn't she? She's like, you can wallow in self-pity later, you know? Like, she gives no fucks, right? She's like a mean version of Asuna. She's got the rapier, she's got the orange hair, she's even got the figure of Asuna, right? It's just that her personality is just totally more down to earth. Doesn't give a shit, you know, what people think. Did you hear about the new Sword Art Online Alicization Licorice yet? Brandon, I've heard of Alicization, and I saw on I'm actually a subscriber of Crunchyroll, and I watched all of SAO, which is my favorite anime for those of y'all who are unaware. I love SAO. You can hate on me all you want. I love it. I like Kirisuna and their relationship. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. Same with Joshua and Estelle. I'm a sucker for that kind of relationship. And I have battled and forced myself not to watch Alicization. I've watched all the way up through the movie. What's it called? I've watched up to the movie right before Alicization starts. But I told myself, don't start Alicization because they didn't finish the whole... Sorry, I bumped my microphone. They didn't finish all of Alicization yet, and they're not going to resume it. They stopped halfway through. They only did 2 cores worth, and they're going to do the next 2 cores starting in October. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait because I do not want to end on a cliffhanger. Halfway through the arc. Cold Steel 3. Just to give you how I deal with cliffhangers. I was planning to start my stream of my Cold Steel 4 playthrough the day after I finished Cold Steel 3. After I saw that freaking cliffhanger, I was like, oh, hell no. I broke the seal on my CS4 box immediately after the credits finished rolling and I saved my clear data. And I popped that disc right in my PS4. I was not waiting. I could not wait. So I've disciplined myself to not even watch Alicization yet. I'm saving that until I can watch the whole arc at once. Let's see. So I'm not sure what Licorice is, actually. I don't know is that the name of the second half of the arc, or is that the name of like a game adaptation of it, like a PS4 game or some game? Asuka could be like, we got lives to save, people. Cry later. Yeah, pretty much. She's just like, let's go. I don't give a shit about your feels, man. Same here, man. All right. I'm happy to hear. I really want to pick up some figurines. I really want an Asuna and a Kirito figurine. Thinking about doing that. Maybe getting a poster. So that way I can have it as a stream background. For one day, if I get popular enough, one day I will actually use a webcam. But I ain't gonna do that unless things get serious. Let's see. You love the way Cold Steel deals with the cliffhangers. They just shut off to the exactly super. So when that cliffhanger happened at the end of CS3, oh man, I can't wait to see all these people who have waited for the English translation, who unlike you guys haven't watched subtitle playthroughs or VA stream voiceover playthroughs of CS3 and 4. They're gonna get to the end of CS3 and they're literally gonna ship bricks. Like they're gonna be like, what the fuck, and it just goes what's his name? The Chancellor says his last words. Yeah. And now we will dye the world with something rather. I'm not gonna say too much more than that, just in case some of y'all haven't watched it. And then all of a sudden it goes, boom. It makes like that sound effect, and then the credits start rolling. And you're like, I was just like, when I saw that in my first playthrough, I was like, are you effing serious? It just ends like that. The people over here on the West Coast are gonna be like, what? They're not gonna want to wait a year or a year and a half for CS4 to get localized. Hell no. They're gonna want it now. It's a game based on the show. Okay. Oh, okay. Licorice. Okay. So it's a game based on. Okay. I think I remember a game coming out. I didn't know that was the name of it, but I think I remember a game being based on Alicization coming out. I haven't looked too much into it though myself. I just got so many games to play, man. There's just a lot going on. And I haven't even gotten back to my video editing yet, guys. Like, I got to get on that. So you think in the fall or in the autumn, when people get through CS3, your channel future CS4... Super, that thought has crossed my mind. In fact, that's why I started my... for CS4. I don't know if you guys noticed. I do have a stream playthrough of CS3 and a stream playthrough of CS4 where it literally has all of my, pretty much my whole playthrough, right? All the combat, all the battles, including all the times where I sit AFK with my stream going when I go eat dinner or something, right? Like there's times when I would just go AFK for like an hour and a half during some of my stream videos. So what I tried to do, because I thought, you know what, hey, when people see the end of CS3, they're going to really want to see CS4. They're not going to want to wait for the localization. So I decided to make a story walkthrough in the same kind of format that Path Dingo Trails does, where I just trim only the story-related cutscenes and dialogue. All the dialogue and cutscenes. No combat, except for S-crafts, and maybe super important boss fights. And that was my foray, along with bonding events, into video editing. And video editing is a whole, believe it or not, video editing is a whole different beast than streaming. I can stream. I got no problem streaming. It's a piece of cake for me. It's easy to do. All I do is start the stream up and just have fun talking with you guys. Video editing, however, is, to me, I think people underestimate. It's a totally different skill. It really is. You use this software to trim and cut all your videos together. I'm having to download my streams, get them, make sure they're in the best resolution, overlay it, make sure all the soundtrack comes in at the right parts. To me, it's a lot more effort. It takes a lot more effort to edit videos than it does just to stream. And I have a lot of fun streaming, so this is a blast. All right, we're gonna hopefully get to the next dungeon here before midnight, right? The entire city map has been unlocked. All right. Afterwards, you can speak to the following NPCs up to their frame page. Alright, so we're going to talk to Mayu. She's over at the blacksmith shop, which is over here, if I remember correctly. Oops, wrong spot. Right here. The openings of Sword Art Online Alicization is so good you could see yourself in there. Really? Alright. I'm looking forward to watching Alicization. I really am. And I'm looking forward to seeing, even more importantly, the Alicization. I'm looking forward to seeing Untitled Ring. So, I read that in Alicization, there's actually not much Asuna. Asuna is my favorite character. In all, let me make sure, let me think about this really hard before I declare this. Asuna is my favorite character in all of anime. How about that? In anime. Not saying in video games. But in all of anime. I love Asuna's character. And her relationship with Kirito. And how it develops throughout the Aincrad arc. And in Alicization, I don't believe there's very much of that. At least in the first half. I'm not sure about the second half. But Untitled Ring, it's very important from what I gather. So let's do... Alright, front page update. Let's go talk to Takashi in the Morimiya shopping district. Excuse me, guys. Morimiya shopping street. They introduced some new characters in the show too. Yes, I heard about like Wago and Alice. Like those two seem to be very important characters. Which I look forward to exploring those characters, don't get me wrong. But I'm not sure what I think about Asuna being absent. Let's see. It kind of like be for me like playing Trails of Cold Steel and Laura is nowhere to be found, you know? Like what's going on here? Okay. Takashi. And now we're going to talk to Hekiru Cafe of Brick Alley. Oh, what the hell? Okay, this is giving me the whole, what's it called? Velvet Room feel kind of deal here. Where you got a portal that you can just walk into. It's a blue portal, though, instead of, what's it, a purple and red portal. The gate is no longer in a danger. Cafe. Hekiru. Whoa! Hold on. Okay, I don't know why. I thought I saw Vita for a second. Is this Hekiru? Okay, now I talked to Minoru, school cafeteria. Minoru. Whenever I start talking Japanese, what happens is my brain kind of switches into a Japanese mode, and I start thinking and speaking subconsciously in Japanese. It's kind of weird, and it started happening like I would say like halfway through when I was taking my college course. So like when I would leave class, when I would accidentally bump into people, I'd say sumimasen. I would say sumimasen. Totally subconsciously. I meant to say excuse me, but I would just say it in Japanese because my brain was in Japanese mode. It's kind of funny. Let's see. I'd scream if I saw a video. Oh yeah, me too. I would be like, holy shit, there she is. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. So if you took a look at that student council girl with the blue hairs pic, she kind of resembles Laura. Hold on, Dragoon. I don't know how you could recognize this, and I don't. Okay, because Laura is obviously, very important. So let's see. If Laura was the Grandmaster, I would die inside. So don't speak such blasphemy, right? No, the thought did cross my mind one time. But I don't think she's the Grandmaster. I would be totally taken aback if that were the case. Hey, look, guess who it is? So, student council girl with blue hair pic. Oh, so okay, so that one blue hair girl that has like the little arm sash on. Yeah. Florida's a GM. Yeah, Bernie. So, I don't know if you've seen this game before, but people were. Toa's got some really good bonding events. By the way, I don't know if you've watched, but I do have the CS4 bonding events on my channel with English subtitles as well, and Toa is one of them. So you can watch that. But Toa here is so... People think that she could be the GM, the Grandmaster, because she's in both universes. She's in two different universes. She's so much like... She looks identical, first off. And she acts identical. She has the same kind of role in this game that she did in Cold Steel. Although she's not... In this game, she's a teacher. In that game, she's a senpai. But it's still her personality is very similar. How about that? Falk, I'm giving you my Toa plushie now. You would die inside of Toa's grandma. Hey, man, I feel you there. I that's how I would be if it was Laura, so... I totally understand. I understand, Bernie. Alright, so... Anyway, we're gonna go see Kenichi. He's in Station Square in the bookstore. she's definitely the stereotypical tsundere. But I gotta admit, I do like the fact that she seems pretty damn smart, and she seems to know a lot about this supernatural world. But she better soften up soon, because she's very, she's pretty forward at the moment. Not forward, but stiff, I guess. I don't know. Alright, let's do... What's the next one? Keiko in the infirmary room of the school. So I'm going for like total completion here, by the way, guys. I'm just following a Game Facts guide. I just want to make sure that I get the true ending, because I heard that there is a true ending to this game, and I want to make sure, damn sure that I get it. Shopkeeper in, or sorry, infirmary room. Hold on a second, I'm confused where I'm at. It's on the way to the clubhouse. It's on the other side. Sorry, guys. So I gotta talk to Miss Keiko. No way Toe is a GM. I mean, if she's the GM, she won't be complaining about her height in both games. Hey, Dragoon, you actually have quite a good... You make a really valid point right there. A really valid point. I wish I could see... Okay, so that picture that I showed you guys earlier of the Grandmaster, as she appears in CS4, it just kind of shows a close-up of her, and you can barely see the bottom of her eyelid, her eye sockets, kind of, and how blank her eyes are. I want to see how tall she is, because that's very important to me. Is she... Because that'll help me rule out characters, you know, based on looks. Is she short? I mean, Toa is like the shortest... the shortest character in all of Dorales, besides Tito. So if the Grandmaster is really short, well, hey, it's pretty obvious who the Grandmaster is then, right? But if she's tall, or she's, you know, medium, somewhere in the middle, then we can rule Toa out. I don't think it's a GM either, Brandon. I don't think so. I don't think she's the Grandmaster. But she is in both universes. She is. It would be wicked cool to me, honestly. It really would, if they somehow brought together Toa from Tokyo Xanadu into the Trails arc. If they did some sort of supernatural crossover, and it was some due to some sort of phenomenon with the outside. You know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty neat. Ever think why the GM is someone we knew? You assume that the GM... So Bernie thinks that Bernie assumed that she's just as tall as Vita. Okay. I don't think Vita is GM though, because Vita is the second Anguis. Or she was, at least. And she still could be, who knows. I won't rule her out of being Anguis number 2 until someone takes her place. Let's see. Ever think why the GM is someone we knew? Not quite sure what you're getting at there. I suspect that the GM is like right under our noses. Some character we know, whether it's a main character, part of the main cast, or if it's someone that's part of one of the side characters, or NPC. You have not seen Vita in this game yet. The outside is other Falcom franchise. Bernie, if the outside was other Falcom franchises, I would be like, oh shit, time to start playing every other Falcom franchise. Because that would be pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, that would be pretty interesting. It would definitely get me to play East pretty quick. You have not seen Vita in this game yet, so yeah, I haven't seen Vita in this game yet either. There's not very much I've seen that has absolute direct reference besides. So I've seen a poster of Reen in CS3, and I've seen some cutscenes like the intro for CS2 played on a TV set in the shopping district in this game in Tokyo Xanadu. This is the only Easter eggs, and then Toa, of course, because Toa is just straight up copy right out of CS3 in this game, which is pretty damn cool. It's Falcon's plan all along to play everything in their catalog. Yeah, that'd be quite interesting. Nobody's done that before either, so that'd be pretty interesting. I imagine the GM being some random NPC because of all that invisible side quest thing. Like theoretically, she's met the team that way. I don't think Falcon would be that lame. I think it's someone that we know well, and besides, there's not really very many NPCs in a Trails game. That's NPC 1, NPC A, NPC B. Falcon does a really good job that making every single character have some sort of story behind them. There's not really insert generic NPC here. That's why Trails is so cool, in my opinion. So I don't think it's just some bland NPC. I think she's someone we know. Someone we've had a history with. Salty, is that Persona 4 reference? Not sure. I didn't play Persona 4 all the way through. But I did watch the anime. And I played a little bit through Persona 4 until I got to the point where I was like, I don't feel like finishing it, and I just watched the anime. Now, Persona 5 I played all the way through, and I played through Persona 5 all the way through like 3 times. That's my favorite game of all time. If I had to pick a favorite game of all time, it'd be Persona 5. But series, it'd be Trails. Easily. Hands down. Yes, it's from Persona 4, Arena Ultimax. Oh, okay. I haven't played the spin-offs yet. Okay, so we got Keiko. Next is Mai. Story event unmissable. Okay, we'll talk to her later. Clear Moonlight Garden. Okay, I guess we'll talk to her later too. Moonlight Garden. What is Moonlight Garden? Moonlight Garden. Well, we'll have to wait and see. So, next objective is Station Square and Brick Eye. Okay, let's go to Station Square first. I have to go to Station Square first. We're gonna go to Star Camera. We're gonna speak to Akane again. guys. Alright, so access the synthesis skill and skill enhance inside dungeon save points. Leave star camera and talk to the cop. Takahashi. That's not a cop. Half an hour ago, alright. Alright, so sorry guys, I didn't check chat here for a minute. So what about Elisa in a magical girl outfit? Alright. From what I understand, we actually do get that actually does happen in this game, which would be pretty interesting to see. In fact, it's not just Elisa, right? Isn't it the whole female cast in magical girl, outfits and stuff? Yes, it's from Persona 4 Renal to Max. The name generator gave it to me also. Akechi is my favorite P5 character. I hope P5R gets him more written development. Me too, dude. I hope we get to see more Akechi and see more of what happens to him, because in P5 all you see is that door close and you just hear him make sounds and stuff. You don't see anything actually happen. All you can do is imagine stuff, right? And usually when that happens, you're like, okay, it's not like a death. There's no way he actually died there, right? Something happened, and something's going to continue from there. Don't believe in a death unless you see the character actually, like, physically get, like, killed in front of you, or, somehow there's no way, for sure that they're really dead and not just... If the game makes you assume they're dead, then they're not. They're likely not. They're not dead, right? Soul device. Sorry, guys. crystal device. Is this their orbment? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's very much like the Trails series. And I'll show you here shortly. Once I get into a dungeon, I'll be happy to show you. So now we can go to the Memorial Park. First I'm going to save, just in case. Okay, BRB real quick, guys. Need just a couple moments, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I have a feeling right now that we're gonna get into a dungeon. Just a hunch. They had doubts after they didn't find his body in the real world. They always find the bodies. I hope my pancake boy is safe. I was thinking about actually cosplaying as a Ketchy at Dragon Con next year. I might actually do that, and cosplaying as Akechi in his in his metaverse outfit as Crow. I was actually gonna hold his rapier, in my left hand. You gotta be true. If you're gonna cosplay as Akechi, you need to hold your rapier in your left hand, because Akechi is a lefty, just like Louis and Trails. They're lefties. You don't hold the sword in the right hand, nor do you hold the pistol. If you're gonna RP a left-handed character, you better go all the way. Bothers my OCD when somebody plays, role plays as Link and they hold a sword in the right hand. Come on now, get it right. Let's see. I'm saving up for a Gaius cosplay from. All right, nice, man. Yeah, sweet. Are you a tall guy yourself? Because if you're tall, like Gaius, he's always known as the super tall guy. If you're tall, that'll definitely, you'll fit that role pretty well, I think. Dracoon, that's another good point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, he's got one hell of a nose on that one, huh? Sorry, guys. All right, story time. Let's do this. Escape park, huh? Interesting. Seems like a fun place. Oh. I can't even run back to the street? Alright. Alright, fine. Let's go. Hey, there she is. What do you know?
相沢、ここにいたか。
時坂に柊さん、どうしてここに？
いろいろあってな。とにかく無事でよかったぜ。
ええ、どうやら大事に至らずに済んだみたいね。
まあ気にしないでくれ。それよりお前退部届を出しちまったんだってな。
あんたには関係ないでしょ。
まあそうだな。俺も中学で部活を辞めた口だし、辞めるのは個人の勝手だろ。けどな、空手部の連中は心配してたぞ。部長さんももちろん空もな。
もう疲れたのよ。これ以上惨めな思いをしたくないの。あの子が空が入ってきて最初は本当に嬉しかったわ。あれだけ有望な後輩、どこまで伸びるか楽しみだった。何よりも先輩としてひたむきなあの子の手本になれることが誇らしかった。でもある時練習の最中に気づいてしまった。瞬発力にパワー、体幹の強さにバランス感覚、古流の空手で磨いたらしい。技のキレや格闘センスそのもの。あの子が私とは次元の違う本物の天才だってことに。今はギリギリ私が上だけど、すぐあっという間に追い抜かれる。それに気づいてからあの子に笑顔を返せなくなって、空への真っ黒な気持ちを抑えられなくなっちゃって、 可愛かったはずの後輩に辛く当たってしまうようになって、そうしたらそんな自分にますます嫌気がさしてきちゃって。
There you go, Dragoon, indeed. That's exactly what I was thinking.
相沢。
ああ、ほんと情けないよね。小さい頃から迷いなくひたすら空手に打ち込んできたつもりだったけど、才能の差を見せつけられたくらいでこんなにも心を乱しちゃって。
いや、俺も少しはわかるような気がするぜ。5年以上前になるか、じいさんの道場で空と一緒に稽古をしてた時のことだ。外見こそガキそのものだったが、心から楽しそうにただまっすぐに稽古に打ち込んでてな、子供心に眩しいって思ったもんだぜ。
I think it's difficult for people these days is to accept what would somebody have and you don't. I'm half expecting Asuka to be like, ah, you really are a high schooler. You're half expecting Asuka to be like, okay, I see.
その後俺は中学くらいにじいさんの道場に行かなくなったが、今考えりゃあの時の空みたいに自分がまっすぐに打ち込めない、心から楽しんで武術に取り組める才能がないって気づいたのが理由の一つだったかもしれねえ。
Pretty much, Brandon. It's pretty much.
そう思ってな。
そっか。
でもよ、別にそれでもいいんじゃねえか。嫉妬なんて誰にでもあることだろう。それ自体はそこまで恥ずかしがることじゃねえ。それに空にしたって完全無欠の天才ってわけでもねえ。現にちょっとしたいさかい程度で技や動きのキレが鈍るくらいだ。まだ一年坊、心の鍛錬はこれからだって証拠じゃねえか。
This is really developing call here.
俺が言うのもなんだが、修行不足はお互い様だろ。先輩とか後輩とか一旦抜きにしてみろよ。そうしたらお互いに分かり合えるんじゃねえか。
Cole is showing his inner Reen, in my humble opinion, right?
時坂君、
もう遅いわよ。だって私空にあんなひどいこと言っちゃったんだよ。あんたさえいなければ、あんたさえいなければこんな思いをしなくて済んだのに。
Exactly, Brandon. That's exactly what I was thinking. He's really got some good insight here for these characters' development.
相沢、それは。
今さら許してもらえるわけないじゃない。
いけない。
Oh, crap is right. You done effed up now.
相沢、
イクリプス、やはり得意点として働いていたみたいね。
千秋先輩、
相 あなたは。
あなたは。
空、どうしてここに。
その千秋先輩の悲鳴が聞こえてきて、こう先輩、千秋先輩はそこにいるんですね。
空、お前こいつが見えるのか。
いえ、なんとなく何かがあるくらいにしか。でも感じるんです。千秋先輩がそこに消えたんじゃないかって。
そうか。
大丈夫、心配はいらない。私が必ず助け出してみせるわ。時坂君、彼女を連れて一旦安全なところへ。
Let me guess, Asuka. Cole's gonna tell you, fuck you, I'm going. And we're gonna save her together. Let's see. Why do I have the feeling this Sora girl's gonna be public? Hey, Dragoon, I'm getting the same feeling. You are not alone on that one.
いいえ、どうか私も連れて行ってください。
Hey.
この公園は前に先輩に教えてもらった場所なんです。もやもやしている時はここで走り込むのが一番だって。
ああ、
だからこの場所が分かったのね。
ここに来てたっていうことはやっぱり先輩も悩んでいたんです。あんなに面倒見が良くて優しかった千秋先輩が私のことで。だから私がこの手で先輩を助けてあげたい。そして今度こそ正面から向かい合いたいんです。
この光、まさか。
Oh, she gets it up. What's it called? Soul device. Oh yeah.
バリアント
She's ready to kick some ass.
こいつは。
But I'm confused because it's in the real world. They're not in the eclipse yet. I'm kind of puzzled at that fact.
抵抗のソウルデバイス。
これってあの時先輩たちが持っていた。思い出しました。昨日のこと全部。不思議な場所と大きな土偶みたいなのと。そっか、私も先輩たちに助けてもらっていたんですね。
さすがにたまげたぜ。
ええ、彼女まで敵隠しだったなんて。
どうする柊。空は知っての通り正真正銘の武術の天才だ。
This sounds almost like at least one to help Cold Steel 2. Yep, it kind of does, yeah. But Sora seems more like a. She seems a bit more determined.
この状況で戦力に加えない理由はねえんじゃねえか。
それは
お願いします。この力があればきっと先輩たちのお役に立てるはずです。だから
もう分かった、分かりました。ソラさん、 私は柊アスカよ。ネメシスの名においてあなたに協力を要請するわ。
よくわかりませんが、よろしくお願いします、アスカ先輩。
よし、そうと決まれば善は急げだ。
Hey, Asuka actually invites her. There you go. She's like, we would like to have your assistance. So, alrighty then. Let's get this show on the road.
とっとと乗り込んで相沢を助けるとしようぜ。
行きましょう。
行きましょう。When I'm sitting in traffic on my way home, guys, from work every day, I'm literally like saying to many cars in my way, "Ikimashou, ikimashou." Let's go, let's go. Come on. No joke. So she's a wind element. Third slot. Okay. So you have 2 active. L trigger. Oh, this look at this mob. It looks just like a Cold Steel.
まあ、腹をくくるしかないわね。
Use the one that you think will use best. That's how strong Nakama powers are. Fires join party. Yeah. What SP element for Asuka? She is. Oh man, I can't remember. I have to pull that up. Fire beat wind and wind beat ice. Think about that. I think Ko get F. Yeah. Ku is F, Sora is Wind, and Asuka is SP. That's right. Special. So range skills are effective against physical tanks. Flying skills are good. Multi-hit close range, okay.
よし、ゲットだ。抵抗か。空らしいまっすぐな動きだな。
ええ、時坂君はずいぶんひねくれているみたいだけど。
うるせえっての。ゲットだ。マキシマムレイジ。
危険な相手に。
なんとか倒せたか。
いいものみたいね。
いいものみたいですね。
One thing I don't like about action RPGs is that you only play as one character at a time. In turn-based RPG, you play as everybody throughout the whole battle. Have we seen Koo's S-Craft yet? I believe we have. I think it was in the first video that I did. See, a girl with special element sounds like the main heroine should have. Indeed. Brandon Downey, this is what you need to think in any situation.
滑りそうですとどめはっやっはっはっはっしはっ行くぜやっやっはっ
I hope I get an S here. I might not get an S. This is actually being pretty long. Need more element kills. That's it. Okay. Alright, I gotta go fast. Gotta pull a Sonic here. Press down. Wow, that was kind of OP. Alrighty then. the button? What's the button?
交代します
This one. There it is. Let's see. That slime just now, I think it resists cool attack. No, it says attack resist. Yeah, slime is resistant whether fire or physical. That isn't really important if you kill him. Yeah, I'm just a newbie playing an action RPG, so bear with me if I'm absolutely fail boating. Damn, freaking. Just quick.
任せろ
変わりますせっせっ終わりです手強そうな相手ですね
Oh, there you go.
風神渡航者倒しきれません
Well, there's an S-Craft for you.
お待たせしました充電完了です行きます
クロスドライブ
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh well. Whoops. Alright.
あとは頼むぜ任せろさあとどめだ
宝箱です
I missed something. Okay, I'm good. Let's go. Give me an S, give me an S. Yes.
よっしゃバッチリだぜ
Bernie, I think Sora's pretty cool too. Yush. Man. I wish it wasn't already almost midnight. Hmm.
おう
交代するわ
Hmm. I want to keep playing, but I really do want to keep playing. Don't get me wrong. But work is just really tough right now. So I'll keep going. Fuck it. And we're gonna do the boss. Let's do it. Let's do it. Excuse me, guys.
空なの。どうしてここに？
なんだあの影みてえなのは。
まさかあれが。
大丈夫ですか、千秋先輩。今助けて。
バカ！なんで来たのよ。助けるだなんて私にそんな価値ない。あんたにどれだけひどいことをしたと思って。
そんなこと言わないでください。私は千秋先輩のこと尊敬しています。だって先輩は私の知らない強さを教えてくれたから。私上京したばかりの頃、新しい生活に馴染めるか不安でした。でも先輩が支えてくれたおかげでそんな不安から救われたんです。本当の強さは単なる力や技なんかじゃない、人を勇気づけられる強さなんだって知ることができたんです。
空。
私これからも先輩と一緒に頑張っていきたいんです。そして本当の意味で強くなりたい。だから
空。
先輩、
空逃げ。
Uh-oh, it's Big Fry. Oh, damn.
ファントム、人の心の影につけ込むエルダーグリード。相沢さんを助けるにはあれを倒すしかないわ。
上等だ。行くぞ空。
はい、待っててください千秋先輩。シュートシュート、そこそこそこ、シュート。
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, let's swap. Oh, it's 2 strikes. Ooh. Yeah, I'm about to get fucked here.
まだまだいけます。終わりです。
交代するぜ。止めだ。
Damn, that was a tough mother effer.
Chiaki なんとか勝てたか。
Hey, Bernie. Just letting you know, man. I am no good at all at action RPGs, so sorry about that, man.
異界化が収束していくわ。
Action RPGs are a totally different breed from what I'm used to. I'm used to having turn-based stuff where I can just think very clearly about every single move I make and take my time doing so.
Buji 無事に戻ってこられたみたいだな。
ええ、まさかこんな即席のチームであのクラスのグリードを倒せたなんて。
先輩、
目が覚めたか。かなり消耗してるみたいだが。
そうら、ありがとう。助けてくれて。
いいえ、私は何も。コア先輩たちのおかげです。よかった。本当に。
そら、今まで本当にごめんね。情けないけど、やっぱり私もまだまだ未熟だわ。私も空みたいに強くなりたい。どこまでもまっすぐな強さ。
千秋先輩、
これからも一緒に切磋琢磨してくれる？部長たちもいる。あの女子空手部で。
はい、もちろんです。
待たせたな。
呼び出しておいて遅刻とはいただけないわね。
悪い。亮太のバカ話に付き合わされて遅くなっちまった。正直すっぽかされるかと思ってたが。
それで話というのはなんだか告白でもされてしまいそうなシチュエーションだけど、明日から連休だしデートのお誘いかしら。
からかうなっての。なんだ、要件を言う前にまずは礼を言わせてくれ。おとといの件、
Sorry
も
for
し
that.
柊がいなかったら空や相沢は助けられなかった。それどころか一人で突っ走ってくたばってたかもしれねえ。だからありがとな。
別にお礼を言われる筋合いはないわ。ネメシスの人間としてなすべきことをなしたまでよ。
まあいい。ここからが本題なんだが、柊、俺を使わねえか？
Do you want to use me? What kind of question is that, huh?
どういう意味？
Exactly.
今後ももしこの町で異界の事件が起きるなら 俺にも手伝わせてほしいんだ。
時坂君、
まあ聞けよ。イカイやグリードのせいで知り合いが何人も巻き込まれてんだ。前にも言ったが、もう俺には人事じゃねえ。お前だって一人じゃ大変だろ。少しは力になれると思うんだ。
何度も言わせないで。表の人間が裏の世界に首を突っ込むべきじゃない。あなたの力を借りたのは緊急度と測りにかけた上での一時的な措置でしかない。たまたまうまくいった程度でヒーロー気取りはいただけないわね。
たく手厳しいな。
No shit, she's harsh. Holy crap. Come on now.
ヒーローだとかそこまで調子に乗ってるつもりはねえさ。ただ手が届くものくらいはせめて守れるようになりたいんだ。お前とならそれができるような気がしてな。ヒロキ、おい、我ながら臭いとは思うが、さすがに笑いすぎだろう。
And this sounds like the end of chapter 2, so Bernie, we don't got very much time. Let's see if it happens.
ごめんなさい。わかった。気が向いたらお願いするわ。どうやら彼女も力になってくれるみたいだし。
そら、
気づかれてたみたいですね。もちろん私も同じ気持ちです。先輩方にぜひともご恩をお返ししたいですし。
おいおい。
Let's go, Phantom Thieves. I mean, sorry. Yeah. Wielders. Yeah.
時坂君はともかくよろしくお願いね、ソラちゃん。
はい、アスカ先輩。
二人で話を進めるんじゃねえっての。
Who's watching? Who's watching? Who's watching? Indeed.
始まったみたいだね。さて、どんな輝きを君たちは見せてくれるのかな。
Who the heck is that? Bernie, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, is it the GM right there? Right before our eyes? Now the GM is the Grandmaster, you know, as according to what I showed you guys earlier in the stream. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because I didn't have any. This is presented as a Tokyo Xanadu stream only. Nonetheless, there is a picture of the Grandmaster in the very middle of my stream, of this stream, from Cold Steel 4. The picture of the Grandmaster looks quite a bit older than this character here, so I do not think that they are connected. Alright, Dragon, have a good night. I'm about to end the stream here shortly anyway. But have a good night. Thank you very much for watching. And it was fun chatting with you. I'm going to wrap this part of the story up real quick, and then I'll conclude shortly soon after that. Soul level 2. Is this like the links? Like link level in Trails, I suspect? Well, there you go. It's that was the end of chapter 2. I think it's okay. We talked like 40 minutes about trails. Yeah, we did. We did talk a lot about trails this stream. I think there's plenty of times during this whole stream tonight that we just kind of just stopped and just started just blabbering about trails. So I'm going to save right there. And I'm willing to bet. Wait, it says start side story. So I bet we're going to play as the white masked dude with the sword again on Friday when we resume this this playthrough. I'm going to resume Tokyo Xanadu, but I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of trails first. It's been a while since I streamed some trails. So, it's been about a week to be exact, from Friday. So this Friday I'll stream some more trails. Lady Virgilia, I usually stream with Lady Virgilia on Friday evenings. However, this Friday she is actually really tied up with some video editing that she's doing. So she needs that extra time to get her next video out. And so we're going to let her do that. However, she will, every week, every Friday after that, for the next month or so, she will definitely be tagging along, which we'll looking forward to. So this Friday, we'll probably do, I looked at the votes on my Twitter. Please check my Twitter out, by the way, guys. February Night 4, all one word, number 4 at the end, and that's on the description below on this stream. I'll put some polls up here and there, let everybody know when I plan on streaming. Ask people what game they like me to stream while we chat. And based on the votes from the poll I put up yesterday, people do want to see me do some Trails of Cold Steel 3 dungeoning. And also, I was shocked to see some people actually wanted to see me play some Cold Steel 1 New Game Plus. So I might be doing that sometime soon. I might save that for Lady, actually, when Lady can stream with me again. So I might do a couple of Cold Steel 3 dungeons and then jump right back in here into Tokyo Xanadu on Friday. That's what I'm feeling right now. We'll see. We'll gauge it. We'll gauge it. Yeah, Super. I was surprised too. People do want to see me play some New Game Plus. I did start a New Game Plus playthrough with Lady. I just haven't gotten back to it in quite a while. I've neglected it a bit in favor of showing off more Cold Steel 3 and Cold Steel 4 dungeon action. So pretty good in this chapter. I appreciate that, Brandon. Thank you. I don't think I did that great. That combat, man, I just one of my dudes died. I'm just not really all that great at action RPGs. Just doing my best, just having a good time, just having fun. That's why I'm playing on the easier difficulty. I'm all about the story more so than the action combat. Hey, Super, me too. I'm excited to see the next side story here. We'll continue with that side story, playing as the white masked sword dude, and see what happens from here. The story's getting pretty good, though. I gotta say, I really like the characters that we got so far. We got Ko here, this high schooler, along with Asuka, who seems to be a popular chick, but is also really smart and knows a lot about this other dimension that not very many know about. And then you got Sora here, who just joined up, who's a really skilled hand-to-hand fighter. She's really fast in combat, and she's really passionate about things as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing these characters develop. It's not as deep as a Trail series, but it's still pretty interesting nonetheless, and that's a nice change of pace. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. So I got my Twitter as a link in the description below. I also have, for those of you who aren't aware, I have Trails of Cold Steel 3 and Trails of Cold Steel 4 playthroughs with English subtitles. Thanks to Kitsune's spreadsheet, I incorporated them to be displayed throughout my playthroughs so that y'all can enjoy all of the Japanese voice acting with English subtitles throughout both of those games completely. And Cold Steel 4, I have the true ending and the secret bonus ending cutscene as well after the credits roll, Avenger style. So feel free to watch those two games, but not before you play through Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2 first, as well as I highly, highly recommend before you start Trails of Cold Steel 3, highly, highly, highly recommend at least watching a story walkthrough of Trails in the Sky, FC, SC, and the third, as well as Zero no Kiseki and Ao no Kiseki, which is also known as Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, which is the Crossbell arc, those two games. It'll make trust me, those stories are epic, those two arcs. The story from those two arcs is epic. Don't look at it as a chore. You will really enjoy it if you watch those playthroughs. It's like watching a movie every night. It's like watching a movie series that you're hooked to the next episode every night. You'll thoroughly enjoy them. And then when you finally do get back to Cold Steel 3, you'll be so, so happy. Everything will mean so much more to you if you had watched those previous two arcs. So I highly recommend you watch those first before you watch my CS3 and CS4 playthroughs. I also have the CS4 bonding events, fully subtitled as well, for the majority of the characters in Cold Steel 4. There's a couple that don't have subtitle spreadsheets, so I don't have the subtitles for those, unfortunately. But for pretty much the most popular choices, the bonding events are available for you guys to watch. So yeah. Just to let you guys know, I am collaborating with my collaborator, Lady Virgilia. Please check out her channel. She has really good story summaries. If you for Trails in the Sky, SC and TC, she carried on the legacy from Oni Black Mage and his summary of FC. So you can watch Oni Black Mage's summary of FC, and then you can watch her summaries of SC and then the third, respectively. Then I actually participated and contributed and narrated part of her lore summary of the third that she released last week as well. So you hear me actually narrate part of her video. That's quite an interesting experience for me. And she participates in my stream, so we kind of just help each other out. And it's kind of cool. And she streams with me usually every Friday. This coming Friday being an exception because she's pretty tied up this Friday. But every Friday after that, at least for the foreseeable future, she'll be back on stream with me. So please check her channel out. Let's see. You catch me on Friday. All right, Brandon. I look forward to chatting with you on Friday evening. Because Lady is not streaming with me on Friday, so I'm going to be going to a buddy's birthday party Friday night. So I might be on pretty late, probably about the same time I normally am, as if Lady was there. So, yeah, I'll forget what I was about to say. Looking forward to more Trails commentary. And Tokyo is Xanadu next week. Yeah, sure thing, man. In fact, if you don't want to wait till next week and join on Friday, we'll be having more of this on Friday night for sure. It might be a little later, but we'll definitely get that going if you're interested in more of that. I had a lot of fun chatting up with you guys with all the Grandmaster theories. You know, who could the Grandmaster be? And trying to link all the different Falcon franchises together. With Toa, and the protagonist from the East series, Adol, I guess is his name. So yeah, I'll look forward to chatting with you guys about that this Friday. And until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday night, Thursday, and Thursday evening, and of course, happy Friday. And look forward to seeing you guys, chatting with you guys, and play with you guys on Friday evening. Until then, y'all take care and have a good evening.